Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another video. I know it's been a very long time, but I had a lot going on, and I'll explain throughout the video what's been going on in my life. But this video, I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what my life is currently like during finals season. My friends at FlexiSpot sent me a stand-in desk to replace this, and I've always wanted to use one because just sitting down, you get sleepy, you're tired, but when you stand up, like it's like you're in a complete new environment, which is awesome. And I'm sure there's multiple health benefits that I'm forgetting here. But yeah, so I'm not gonna build it in here because I don't want my room to get messy, but I'm gonna work out in the living room and make that thing while I'm already sweaty. So it is currently 11:09 a.m. Usually I'd be studying by now, but this desk took me a little bit to set up. I'm gonna keep continuing to clean because I need a clean space to work anyways. So I'm probably gonna clean for the next like 20-30 minutes, grab lunch, and then get back to work. I don't usually like to study when I eat just because I feel like I'm not actually consuming the food, and so it's really easy to overeat at times. But given that I was slightly behind a schedule because I wasn't studying right off the bat in the morning, I had to kind of catch up by doing this. Definitely a habit that I don't really recommend. I did about an hour of work while I was eating my Chipotle bowl before I had to head out to meet up with a friend to do some work. This has got to be my favorite place to study at Brown. It's the new Watson building corner room that has all these windows and great sunlight, but no one comes here for some reason. They just all go to the library because this isn't technically a library, it's just a conference room, but it's nice. There's a whiteboard, a TV I could hook up my computer to, and just great sunlight. It does slightly get lonely in here though, because no one's really ever in this building, but pros and cons. I've just been so busy lately with not only school, but a lot of other work that I do in addition to school, like obviously YouTube, and I got some other stuff going on in the back. And not only is it difficult because I have a lot of work to do, but it gets actually super lonely. When you're the only one around you that are pursuing very specific goals, not that the kids around me aren't pursuing goals, but I'm just saying like my specific goals, whether it be YouTube, right? When I'm the only one really doing it, I edit alone, I film alone, I usually end up studying alone because my schedules don't align properly with other people's. So whenever life gets a little more difficult, I get extra lonely, and it's honestly super hard to do work. It's really hard to push yourself. And how I've been just going about it, I just wrap all those emotions up, tie it in a bow, and deeply pack it inside somewhere else until I can deal with those emotions. And whenever I have negative thoughts that pop up in my brain from whatever happened in my life, I just do another practice problem or continue thinking about how to edit a video. I just continuously distract myself until the day comes to an end. And at the end of the day is when I actually get to unpack those emotions a little more. But I do kind of force myself to go to bed because I have to make sure that I get up in the morning so I'm ready to go to do whatever tasks that I have lined up for the day. After doing a lot of thinking, I've come to realize that a lot of this anxious, sad thoughts is coming from overthinking. Point blank, I think my life is absolutely amazing and I'm blessed with amazing, loving friends and family. So what I've been trying to do is I've been reaching out to my friends more to study with them, to see how I can make time for them. So that's what I exactly did here. One of my best friends, Diego, came to study with me here. Thanks, Diego, for pulling up to study with me. Alright, took a little bit of a break. It is currently 9:21. I'm probably I'm trying to get 2 hours of work done straight, no breaks, and get to bed so I can wake up again tomorrow. So here I am finishing up the day with a little more studying. I wanted to quickly give you guys a couple tips on how I study. First is the Pomodoro method, named after, I guess, how you make Pomodoro. You put the rice on the heat, then take it off the heat. It's the same thing. I study for 50 minutes hard, no distractions, then 10-minute breaks. I take 3 sessions, and on the 4th break, I take like a 30-minute break. You could adjust it so you take 25 minutes of focus and then 5 minutes off. It's really up to you and how you kind of warm up to the technique. Second is the retrieval practice. So what I like to do after I study a lot of things is I get a blank piece of paper and I write down everything I can remember from that chapter, all major concepts, maybe practice problems, key concepts. And this helps me identify where my recollection of memory is the weakest at so I can revisit it. People fall into the tendency of actually studying only the concepts that they like and know well because it makes you feel good, but the retrieval practice actually helps me identify which areas I did not invest enough time into. Third is what is called the Feynman technique. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but it's just a fancy way of saying try to teach yourself the concepts. So the Feynman technique is an efficient method of learning a concept quickly by explaining it in a plain and simple terms. So if you can explain a hard economic, biological, chemistry related concept in words that a 5-year-old can understand, then your best bet is you understand it pretty well. I'll try to make a video in the future detailing exactly how I go about utilizing these methods and the methodology and in which order I use it, but mess around with it, see what works, and let me know in the comments if you guys do end up using some of these techniques that I just mentioned. I'd like to give a quick thanks to FlexiSpot for partnering with me on this video. I chose to work with FlexiSpot firstly due to the multitude of benefits of owning a standing desk. For example, the desk can reduce prolonged sitting in the same posture, thus reducing back discomfort or pain. When you're standing, it can also help you burn more calories. And finally, it just helps you stay focused, the best part of it all. Secondly, FlexiSpot offers some of the most competitive and affordable prices for a standing desk. When you compare the prices to all the different dual motor standing desks, you'll find that FlexiSpot has a really good price. Even with the great price, the quality of the FlexiSpot desk is actually spectacular. I honestly just love working on it just because it just feels so nice and fancy. And I was slightly worried that maybe if I was standing, the desk could be super shaky, but no, I could lean my whole body weight onto it. I weigh honestly 195 pounds and it doesn't even budge. The desk doesn't even shake. So it's so great. The total adjustable height is from around 24 inches to 50. So really anyone can use it. Finally, FlexiSpot offers a 30-day risk-free return policy so you can try out one of their desks and a 10-year warranty to ensure customer satisfaction. So if you're interested in their standard desks, go to the link in bio or go to www.flexispot.com to check out their awesome range of standing desks. Thank you again, FlexiSpot, for partnering with me on this video.